Hi, it's Pascal here. Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how a teacher can make a six-figure income in today's digital economy. Now, why have I chosen teachers? If you don't know my story, my name is Pascal Wanaji. I started my online business in 2017. Ever since, I've gone on to quit my job and the results has been astonishing. Now, in this video, I chose teachers because my mom, 22 years ago this month, she passed away. So I'm dedicating this video to her to actually help any teacher out there that may be experiencing what she experienced, because if I look back now, I can tell you that she was a teacher raising 5 kids on her own, and as a result of that, her relationship with my dad deteriorated and they separated after 15 years of marriage. And 3 years after they separated, my mom passed away, and this is 22 years after that. So this video is just to show any person out there, any teacher or any lecturer or anybody in any particular field, any profession, that they believe that that don't really understand what they can do with the current skills that they have in terms of online business. I'm going to show you how a teacher can get a six-figure income in the video now. Let's go with what we already know. Regulars, I'm in the United Kingdom, and the teachers here in the United excuse me, teachers here in the United Kingdom and 23,000 something. Let's just give them 25,000 as a startup. 25,000 as a startup, and they are meant to work 40 hours a week. And if the teacher is if they're doing any private coaching or private tutoring, or if you're into private mentoring, they usually charge about £35 an hour as a teacher. That's what they get here. But what I'm going to share with you here is, it doesn't matter which subject you're in. It might be teaching maths, or you might be teaching English, physics, chemistry, whatever it is. You're not going to be doing anything different from what you've already done or what you're doing. Maybe you're retired, or maybe you're looking for ways to earn extra income. Now, you're just simply going to do it in a strategic way to add additional income to your portfolio, to your bank account. Now, let's go with maths for here. My mom used to teach maths. So I'll say to you now is, we're going to come up with a strategy here, and that's very simple. These calls are going to be done from the comfort of your home. You'll be hosting a webinar where you'll be finding, let's say, 10 students every single month. Let's say you get 10 students. And they pay you, let's just go with a random number here, so to make it competitive with what is out there. This will tell you how Uber scripts the taxi industry. This is you doing a one-man show here now. So you're training 10 students Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. and each of them, their parents pay you £100. We're going with pounds here, guys. I'm in the United Kingdom. So that will give you a revenue of £8,000 a month. Now, every Mondays and Wednesdays, these students come to you on a webinar where you give them a private link, and you just create a unique URL. They log into their computer in their own different homes, and you will stay in your own home, and you'll be lecturing them, and they will be seeing your screen. They can see your screen, you can see their screen. They can share things with you, you can share things with them. You can do this in PowerPoint. It doesn't matter anyhow you choose to approach this. You can do it in a live. There are different technologies. It's just ability for you to know what to do and where to go. You don't need to be technically savvy to learn all these things. It has been proven that things these days does not really need any technique. It's just ability for you to get a few things together, and you are on the way. So let's say you do this every Monday and Tuesdays by 5 p.m. You train 10 students on a webinar like this. You record it and save it in a private Facebook group. in a private Facebook group. Maybe that will be, you name the Facebook group your training, so that you can be accessible on Facebook as well, so people can begin to find you organically on Facebook. So you train them every month. Now you because we chose 5 p.m. because students go to school in the morning, and maybe when they come back in the evening, they learn, they do it. And let's say after 5 p.m. you train another set the same day, and you train another set by 7 p.m. Just give you an hour boost. Each one is 1 hour session, and you train them. Sometimes you go, it's 40 minutes or something. You train them on. Maybe they're going into their GCSE or all that. You can charge higher at that rate. But I recommend you keep it simple at this stage, because you're still starting out. So this will give you an income of £2,000 every month. Now you're working 2 hours here, and let's say it takes you about an hour or 2 hours extra. Let's say it takes you 2 hours extra to mark their papers. You work with them 1 hour, it takes you another hour. Although we just give you that grace. And let's say you're working 4 hours here a week, you bank £2,000. Then you repeat this same model, 10 students, $100 each, £100 each. I don't know why I'm saying dollars, because I get paid in dollars, that's why. So they pay you 1,000, and you do this one now on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And don't forget, this is for the month. You do this every month. You just charge them £100 every single month to come and learn with you. And you do that 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's, if you do that, repeat that for 20 students, and that will give you, let's change these numbers here, 20 students, that will give you an additional £2,000, working another 4 hours a week. So in total, you're doing 8 hours a week now, and you're making £4,000. That looks not realistic, isn't it? But keep it simple. It's just ability to know where to go on the internet to find the students, to find the parents that will pay for this thing, to just put yourself out there and leverage the skill that you already have. You don't need to do anything that you don't need to go and start learning new math technique or learn. It's already what you're doing. You already know the curriculum. You already know how to go into that. You already know how to teach it. You're doing it effectively. Your students are getting good grades. This is just an additional income on the side. I want to see whether you're going to keep that job a year from now. Let's say you now want to take this up the next level. You want to go into private mentoring. There's students that they need special mentoring or special tutoring. Then in this kind of class, you don't get more than, it's usually keep it simple. You can up this one to about 15 in a class, or because I like to keep it simple, and so that the teacher, the smaller the class, the better the students, he can relate to all the students and he can meet them where they are. So in this kind of private class, it's about 5 students max, and their parents pay you, let's say, £500 for the month to give them that special tutoring in maths. And let's say you work this on Fridays and Saturdays. These Fridays you do it by, let's say, 5 p.m. Maybe you want to hang out later in the day. And on Saturdays you want to do a little bit earlier. Let's say 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And let's say you want to repeat that. You find another 5 students. So now this one is 10 students, paid you $500 a month. You repeat this 5. So the next one will be by 7 p.m. different students, and this one will be by 3 p.m. different students. It depends on how hungry, and this will give you an income stream of about £5,000. So if you do the maths, you're £9,000 every month. So if you multiply that by 12, that's 108 a year. If you are a teacher now and you look at this, or you are somebody, a personal trainer or somebody that understands business, is this realistic? Can't you produce something like this? The challenge you're going to have right now is to how to set the system in place to find these students, and that's where I come in. But for you will do the work. I'll show you exactly how to target these students, how to create websites, and how to put yourself out there and attract. So if this thing takes you, let's say it takes you 6 months to build, is it worth it? It takes you a year to build. Every month you're making £9,000. Is that something that you will consider or have a good look into? Now that's where we come in. So this is what I when people say come and start a business online, you need to open your mind up no matter where you are in life, because you don't know the skills you have now, how you can leverage that, how you can begin to attract the kind of income you want based on, and there are ways to multiply this. There are ways to multiply this income stream and make it passive. I'm telling you, there are ways you can make this passive. If you want me to talk you through that, if you all the recordings that you're doing on this video, on these trainings, you will now be selling them specially to people that are going through, that don't want at a lower rate, that just don't want to do the training. They just want to assess the group, and they will go in there and learn these things on a regular basis. So there are different ways you can monetize online business, but the goal is not to monetize. The goal is to help you in your life. The goal is you have to understand what the goal is, because when you're not stressed about how you make your money comes with little or next to nothing effort. But don't get me wrong, there is work required in the beginning, at least the first 3 months, to set this whole things up. That's what I normally say. Between the 30th day and the 90th day, that is where the work is. But once you get past that phase, you're on a roll. You are on a roll. So that's what it's simple, but it's not easy. But if it's something that you consider to look into how possible this is, I will encourage you to jump on board and begin to understand what this internet can do for you and your family. And not just your family, the people all around you, how you can begin to open their eyes. And guess what? We haven't even talked about here. You're working 40 hours a week. If you do 4 hours here, 4 hours here, 4 hours here, you're working how many hours? Guys, 12 hours a month. A week. 12 hours a week. And you're producing 108 a year. Is that compared to that? Before you get to 108, you go get like maybe 10 to 20 years experience. Sometimes if you were able to get to the top of the ladder. And so there's something you have to understand. The government, you can't change it. That's the way they are. So you can't literally do nothing about your salary. You have to go by this steps that they have set for you, but you have to understand that if things have to change in your life, you have to change the way you look at things. So in other words, approach things learn how to use systems to help you to create the kind of income you want. You don't necessarily have to go and sell in Amazon. You don't necessarily have to do any shipping. You're already using the skill you already have to produce income streams. And the challenge you're gonna have is the belief that this can happen to you. I'll tell you something. If you believe that you can do this, you take the action, the next step. I'll put a link underneath this video that will take you to my website where you can access some private trainings that I'll send to you straight away. Then if you have any questions within that training that I'm sending you, then just hit any reply to any of those my emails. It will come straight to me and I'll respond to you. If it involves phone conversation, you want me to show you, invite you on my webinar where I do this, I will invite you and for free. I wouldn't charge you anything, so that you can see where I put all this into system. You will just be a spectator there. You don't, because you're, so that you can begin to see what this whole thing is all about. All right, so that's my share for you guys today. I hope you guys learned something from this and go and crush it out in whatever you're doing. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. But the challenge you're gonna have, trust me, is the belief. Do you believe this can happen to you? Yes. If you say yes, then hit the link underneath the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.